Get a check of all the weather here locally right now. Some folks seeing some rain, not everybody. It's very hit or miss, and that's going to be the nature of what we look at for the next couple of hours. Let's take a closer look into some of these showers. You got one that just crossed the river out of Fort Smith into the Van Buren area there in the bottoms, another up near Fern. These are so spotty in nature, the strongest of which is right now moving through Scranton. This little cell, not severe, but could be producing about 40 or so mile-per-hour winds. It's not moving very fast, movement about 15 miles per hour towards the east-northeast. So you might get a little bit of rain. It's going to be probably pretty localized, but some much needed rain falling out there. Springdale, you got a couple of these showers near War Eagle. You got a shower west of Lowell. This is going to continue to be the trend likely through around sunset this evening. Much of the same here in Leflore County from Worcester through south of Poteau, between Poteau and Heavener there. Very spotty in nature, but some heavy downpours nonetheless could impact your evening plans. Here's how Futurecast sees things shaking out for the next several hours. By 8 o'clock tonight, you still got a few of these hit or miss showers out there. Times a little bit of lightning, a lot of it drifting off towards the southeast. There is the potential some of it may remain focused south of I-40 through, let's say, 10, 11 o'clock tonight. That's probably going to be a bit more isolated. A lot of us are going to be dry into the overnight hours. We wake up tomorrow morning, partly cloudy skies out there. A couple of spotty showers are going to be possible, but the better rain chances tomorrow, which are going to be a little bit higher than they are today, probably mid to late morning when things could get started. But I think the later you go into the day, we're talking early to mid-afternoon, a little bit higher odds there. This is 11 o'clock, shows things are getting started a little bit early as that daytime heating really works with a wave that's moving through the area. Lunchtime, could see some scattered complexes out there. This has it as one giant cluster. I think it's probably going to be a bit more scattered, so expect this to be a little bit more broken than what is showing here on Futurecast. It's just a simulation, right? It is going to be drifting off towards the south with time, becoming widely scattered, but certainly better chances of seeing some soaking rainfall tomorrow. There is going to be a low chance of a couple of strong to severe thunderstorms. Low indeed, level 1 out of 5 for most of the 5 News viewing area. The exception being the western third of Sequoia County. We bump up to a level 2 potential. What hazards could you expect tomorrow? If these storms do become severe, we're talking some gusty winds. That's going to be the primary issue with some of those downbursts that happen. Overall, timeline for tomorrow's rain chances looks a lot like this. Late morning is when things could get going, but the better odds are going to be early to mid-afternoon out there for more of that widespread coverage. Could be a bit scattered in nature, so not necessarily a widespread rain that everyone's going to get all at the same time, lasting all day long, but certainly want the rain gear in the car as you head out that front door tomorrow morning. Even if you're dry out there, there's a good chance a lot of us are probably going to end up needing it throughout the course of the day. Rain chances are going to drop as a ridge of high pressure builds in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It does break down, allowing some weekend rain chances to creep back into the forecast. How much? Well, you add it all up, generally speaking, between now and let's say Saturday, a lot of us are probably right at 1 inch or less. So not necessarily a whole lot of rain, but it is July after all, right? Speaking of July, it's going to get muggy out there. That high pressure builds in, temperatures go up, humidity doesn't go anywhere. Likely seeing heat index values by Friday, continuing into next week between 100 and 105 degrees. Tis the season, right? Hey, we could see a nice sunset out there. I'd love to show off whatever photos you take tonight on the 10 o'clock newscast. Find me on Facebook, send me your name and where you took the photo, of course, so I can give you proper credit. 7-day forecast looks like this. Down to 70 overnight tonight, back in the upper 80s tomorrow. The cloud cover and that rain going to keep us slightly cooler, but it's going to be so muggy, I'm not sure I'd really call it relief. That high pressure starts to build in, chipping away at rain chances by Wednesday. Still, though, a slight chance of a pop-up shower out there. Thursday looks to be a pretty decent day, albeit hot with that high pressure settling in. Thursday, Friday into Saturday, probably some of the hottest temperatures we've seen thus far this summer, with some increasing chances of some scattered showers, more cloud cover this weekend. We should see those numbers start to come down just a bit. Still, though, we're talking low 90s, right? It's going to be hot out there. Best chance of rain we've had in a while is tomorrow. And then, of course, we'll look towards Sunday for a weak system that's going to try to bring a little bit better of a chance there as well.
That's sounding like the kind of heat where you can't even be outside. Once you go outside, you're already baking. Well,
baking and you're sweating, right, is the season, right, for that summer sizzle.
And between now and August, it's only going to get worse.
Actually, you're right. I looked up some data today. The next 45 days, which this is not going to be groundbreaking, the next 45 days, historically the hottest, right?
Oh, yeah.
No duh, right?
Not a shock.
Not a shock, yeah.
That's right.
Cue up the breaking news alert.